Hello everyone, my name is Long Train. Today, I would like to continue to send you the story of Donald Trump, the President of the United States. He is a talented person. I admire him very much. Before we start the video, I hope you will give me like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And now let's watch the video.
Donald Trump, born on June, is a businessman, media personality, and politician who served as the President of the United States from 2. Despite being in his late S, he has maintained an active schedule, with past medical reports describing him as being in excellent health. In October, he was hospitalized after testing positive for COVID, but recovered quickly after receiving advanced treatments. Known for his preference for fast food, minimal exercise beyond golf, and avoidance of alcohol and tobacco, his lifestyle has been a topic of discussion. While his doctors have provided health updates, some critics have questioned their transparency. Beyond his health, Trump built a career through the Trump Organization, expanding into branding, television, and politics. His presidency was marked by tax reform, conservative judicial appointments, deregulation, and foreign policy shifts, alongside controversies such as 2 impeachments and the January Capitol riot. As a polarizing figure, his influence on the Republican Party and American politics remains significant, and he continues to shape national discourse. A businessman, media personality, and politician who served as the President of the United States from 2. Despite being in his late S, he has maintained an active schedule, with past medical reports describing him as being in excellent health. In October, he was hospitalized after testing positive for COVID, but recovered quickly after receiving advanced treatments. Known for his preference for fast food, minimal exercise beyond golf, and avoidance of alcohol and tobacco, his lifestyle has been a topic of discussion. While his doctors have provided health updates, some critics have questioned their transparency. Beyond his health, Trump built a career through the Trump Organization, expanding into branding, television, and politics. His presidency was marked by tax reform, conservative judicial appointments, deregulation, and foreign policy shifts, alongside controversies such as 2 impeachments and the January Capitol riot. As a polarizing figure, his influence on the Republican Party and American politics remains significant, and he continues to shape national discourse. As of, Donald Trump's net worth varies across financial estimates. Forbes reports it at billion, while Bloomberg values it at $7.08 billion, and the Hurun Global Rich List places it at billion, citing his stake in Truth Social as a key factor. His wealth primarily stems from real estate holdings, media ventures, and more recently, cryptocurrency. In January, he launched a cryptocurrency token, significantly impacting his net worth. Additionally, his ownership in Trump Media Amp Technology Group, the parent company of Truth Social, has contributed to his financial standing. However, his net worth has fluctuated due to market shifts and legal challenges. Forbes reported a decline from $6 billion to $4.50 billion between January and March, highlighting the complexity and volatility of assessing his wealth. Donald Trump's business career began in real estate, working for his father, Fred Trump, who built affordable housing in New York. After graduating from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania he took control of the family business renaming it the Trump Organization and shifting its focus to luxury real estate in Manhattan. One of his earliest successes was the Grand Hyatt Hotel, followed by the construction of Trump Tower, which became his signature skyscraper. Throughout the SNS, he expanded into hotels, casinos, and golf courses, including the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, though over-leveraging led to multiple bankruptcies. He later diversified into branding, licensing his name to products such as Trump Airlines, Trump Vodka, and Trump University, though some ventures failed. His biggest media success came in with NBC's The Apprentice, which boosted his brand further. By the S, he focused more on politics while continuing business ventures. His presidency led him to step back from direct business operations, but post-presidency, he launched Truth Social under Trump Media Amp Technology Group and explored cryptocurrency investments. Despite financial ups and downs, his brand and influence remain significant in business and politics. Donald Trump's involvement in beauty pageants began when he acquired the Miss Universe organization, which included the Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss Teen USA pageants. Under his ownership, the pageants gained global attention, frequently featuring celebrities, major sponsorships, and high-profile media coverage. Trump often appeared prominently during the events. Some notable Miss Universe winners during his tenure include Alicia Machado, Diana Mendoza, Olivia Culpo, and Pia Wurtzbach. He also owned Miss USA, with famous winners such as Carrie Prejean, Shanna Moakler, and Rima Faki, the first Arab American to win the title. While Trump's ownership of the pageants ended, his legacy remains significant for the global visibility and media attention he brought to these events and their winners. Donald Trump's charity work, primarily through the Trump Foundation, has been marked by both contributions and controversy. The foundation, established raised about $1 million over its lifetime, though much of the money came from outside sources rather than from Trump himself. Trump personally contributed around $1 million, but the foundation faced criticism for using funds for non-charitable purposes, such as purchasing a portrait of Trump and settling a legal dispute involving his Mar-a-Lago club. One notable charitable act was his Veterans Day fundraiser which raised millions for veterans groups, although some veterans organizations claimed they didn't receive the full amount raised. The New York Attorney General launched an investigation into the foundation for violations of state charity laws, leading to its dissolution and a $1 million penalty for Trump. The foundation's controversial activities damaged Trump's reputation in the charitable world, and while he did contribute to various causes, his charity efforts often seemed more focused on enhancing his public image than genuine philanthropy. The current relationship between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Trump continues to make concessions to Mexico and Canada, says he is not worried about stock market decline. The Trump administration on March continued to de-escalate its tariff policies toward Canada and Mexico, a dramatic change from its statements earlier this week. However, Mr. Trump said that fluctuations in the U.S. stock market would not influence his policy decisions. An executive order signed by Mr. Trump on March stipulates that all products that meet the provisions of the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, will be exempted for 1 month from the tariffs he imposed on goods from the two North American neighbors. USMCA is a free trade agreement that Mr. Trump signed with Mexico and Canada during his previous term in office. On Wednesday, Mr. Trump announced that automakers that comply with USMCA will get a 1-month tariff delay. These are surprising and turnaround moves after Mr. Trump officially implemented a tariff on Mexico and Canada on March, despite the two countries saying they had tried to control the smuggling of the banned substance, fentanyl, at the border with the U.S. The March order delays tariffs until April. However, White House officials have signaled that Mexico and Canada could get a longer delay if they make progress on fentanyl. The unpredictable de-escalation came after Mr. Trump said with certainty about his tariff plans in a speech to the U.S. Congress on March, "And there will be a little bit of volatility, but we accept it." U.S. stocks have sold off in 3 of the last 4 trading sessions this week, weighed down by concerns about tariffs and the unpredictability of Mr. Trump's policies. As of Thursday, the S&P, the broadest measure of U.S. stocks, had erased all of its gains since Mr. Trump's election victory in November. The tech-heavy NASDAQ has fallen into a correction, but Mr. Trump said the market turmoil would not sway him. When asked by reporters in the Oval Office on March, he said the tariff suspension for Mexico and Canada has nothing to do with the market. "I don't even see the market and the United States long-term being very strong because of what's happening there." U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick also said on the same day that stock market fluctuations would not be able to influence U.S. trade policy. "The daily ups and downs of the market are not the driving force behind our policy," he declared. The Trump administration's tariff moves are expected to have a major impact on the U.S. economy and its trading partners. According to data from the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, the total value of U.S. goods and services covered by the USMCA agreement will be about $1 trillion. Data released on March showed that the U.S. trade deficit in January hit a record of billion, up from billion in December. Economists said the increase in the deficit was partly due to many companies stockpiling goods ahead of the tariffs. U.S. automakers, which have highly interconnected supply chains in all three North American countries, have lobbied hard for tariff exemptions. According to an analysis by University of California, San Diego economist Kyle Handley, only about of the billion in auto-related imports into the U.S. from Canada will not meet USMCA standards. For Mexico, the figure is about to be exempt from Mr. Trump's tariffs for 1 month. Cars made in Canada and Mexico must have regional content. If Canada and Mexico make progress on fentanyl trafficking, the White House will engage in discussions about reciprocal tariffs with the two countries, Lutnick said. Currently, Mr. Trump is still planning to impose reciprocal tariffs on all U.S. trading partners from April to retaliate against tariffs, taxes, regulations, and subsidies that the U.S. considers to be unfairly treated.
What do you think about this topic? Give me your opinion, write down a comment, remember to subscribe and give me a like to receive the latest videos. Thank you, bye-bye.